I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl BondyBlue, and I'm back for another show. Another show. How y'all doing? Yes, God. It is a beautiful Friday here in New Orleans, Louisiana, girl. Okay, before Pride Rock gets all barren and dry like the damn desert. Oh Lord, like y'all did to all of those areas in Africa. Y'all know that what y'all know deserts are relatively like recent. Did y'all know that? Yeah, girl. Apparently they go and rape and pillage the land until there's nothing left, and then they call it a desert. It's like, no, baby, you dehydrated the land with your thirsty ass. Congratulations. You guys, oh my God. Like I'm annoyed that it took me so long to get up here. I'm sorry for the delay. I was trying to get up here earlier, but when you work out right before you hop in the shower, you don't cool off fast enough, and I had to put makeup on. So it was like, girl, I couldn't come to y'all until I had cooled down. Okay. Also, thank you everybody who has been adding to my massage fund. Thank you so much, girl. I'm going to think of you all fondly. Okay, very fondly, while I let Stella rub on me down to the now massage. Okay, thank y'all so much for that. I needed it. I'm a little under the weather in a weird way. Like, I don't know exactly what's wrong, but something's wrong with me, health-wise, girl. Okay, after this past week, I feel like I did too much drinking, too much partying, girl. It was just too much, and I'm too old now, and now it's catching up to me. Okay, so in this moment right now, we trying to get ourselves back to where we was before. So thank y'all, because all of this stuff helps. Okay, y'all. I'm also wondering if the current chain of events, politics, all of the things that we are trying to act like we not bothered about, but we low-key scared as shit, girl, I'm wondering if that's stressing me out on some level that I can't control. I'm just saying I don't feel right. Okay, but that's all right, girl, because I can talk. And as long as I can talk, we can be here. Okay, girl. Thank you so much. The Bali retreat. Y'all don't forget, okay? Make sure y'all go to Reset by Design Wellness and sign up if you're trying to come through to that Bali trip, because we sold out the first one, but we have a second one. So if y'all trying to come through and become a part of our clique, okay, if you're trying to travel abroad with a cool group of Black women, okay, look, melanated women, got their mind on their money and their money on their mind, okay, but also like to relax, relate, release, then go ahead down to Reset by Design Wellness. Click on the link in the description box. Also follow on Instagram. Okay, make sure y'all do that. Y'all, it's so much for us to get into. I thought today might be a politics episode. Shout out to Roxanne, but I changed my mind. We're not going to talk about that at all today, girl. We're maybe tomorrow, maybe another day, but not today. Okay, just so y'all know, there will be no politics. So if you was just looking for the mess, girl, you came to the right goddamn place. So these are the topics. Y'all ready? I'm about to count them off to y'all. Denzel, America's Next Top Model, again. Kim, Kanye, Chris Brown, Kirk, Free Rasheeda, Ray J, Jamal Bryant, continuation. Kenya Moore, another Bondi was right from the very beginning ass moment. Okay, like I love those moments for me. I don't have a lot of things to be happy about all the time. Okay, listen, I have some things. Don't get me wrong. I'm blessed. But there's nothing that makes me feel better sometimes than knowing I was right all along. Oh, yes. I'm petty like that. I like to be right. I don't mind being wrong. You know why? Because at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. Okay. And I also want to let y'all know, for those of y'all who think that I don't like people to disagree with me, that is a lie. The reason why I don't mind people disagreeing with me is that means you are a critical thinker and you're not just out here being led by any and everybody, even me. Okay. So if you disagree with me, it's not that I'm upset, but don't come at me sideways. Also, a lot of times people disagree and I feel like they are not listening to anything I'm saying. Like, girl, you disagree, but what do you disagree with? Nothing you said that I disagree with, girl. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But I just want y'all to understand, it's because the Kenya thing, I allowed y'all to bully me into believing that Kenya didn't do that shit, even though my gut told me that Kenya very much did that shit. So this is one of them times, okay? I love a good debate. All right. I just want y'all to know, like, I'm really not upset about that. But a lot of people say shit that's stupid to me. Like, your disagreeing with me is stupid. Like somebody writing a full paragraph about how we always talking about bonnets. Bitch ain't talked about bonnets in I don't know how long. And really only brought it up because Sky looked crazy and then did a cleanup shoot because she knows she looked crazy when she was walking around in the bonnet. And I'm just saying, bitch, if you famous, do us all a favor and make sure when you come out, you look a little bit presentable so you don't have to go and do a impromptu photo shoot to make up for the last time we saw your ass out here on the street. That's all I'm saying. But you do what you want to do. I'm going to have an opinion about it, whether you like it or not. Okay. So there's that. Khelani. We have to discuss Khelani. Another moment where I feel like, kind of felt like that nigga was on bullshit and everybody was like, but Khelani's weird. And I'm like, she is. But that nigga was weird with her. He's on bullshit. We're going to discuss that. Diddy and Shyne, because apparently we didn't hear enough from Shyne all those other years. So now we're making up for it. We're hearing more from Shyne. DDG, because he won't let us let go. He won't let us let it go. We want to let it go. He won't let us let it go. And Sky and her baby daddy. We got a, continuation of that. So I'm so happy that y'all are here. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you can't comment, it's because you're not a subscriber. It's free. Figure it out. Okay. All right. Thank y'all who are, saying y'all like my lipstick. Thank you. Girl, I had to pull up because we finally got some like little, chilly weather this morning, bitch. Okay, somebody posted on Instagram. It was 56 degrees this morning, girl. By the time I got up, that was no longer the truth. But this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip in Transylvania, which is one of my favorites. I love Copenhagen and Transylvania, girl. They hard to find out there in them NYX streets, okay? But we finally got a little warm weather, a little cool weather. So I was like, okay, bitch, let's go ahead. Let's do the dark lip. Okay, because we miss a dark lip, girl. We are a 90s kid. We loved us a dark lip. Do you hear me? Okay. So thank you so much. I have definitely been beating my face for you people. So, love me. Thank you. And again, thank y'all for giving to my massage fund. It's you. It's you. No, it's you. Okay. I want you to know that. All right, y'all, let's get into it. I want to start with Denzel. I want to kick it off with a hot button topic. Y'all lost y'all mind. Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I feel like I kept skipping over this is because I knew the homophobia would just, it would annoy me. I've been passing over stories that I feel like are going to stress me out. And this is one of those stories. Denzel Washington is a great man as far as I'm concerned. I love Denzel. When I tell y'all, y'all be like, Bonnie don't like black men. Bitch, I like unproblematic black men. Denzel is one of those people. I go up for him. I have no reason not to. And so when Denzel decides I'm retiring, first of all, I'm going to be in the next Wakanda Forever, bitch. I'm going to be in the next Black Panther movie. I cannot wait for that. Okay. I want to see him in a Gladiator movie because I love any opportunity where he plays the villain because it makes me think about Training Day. And girl, if that wasn't a time, okay, the way that hell was laid, bitch, okay, the way he was talking to a project of people, okay, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Okay, I love it. I love it, girl. And I'm an old school Denzel fan, girl. I remember the walk in Malcolm X, girl. All right. You better get your goddamn hands off me, nigga. Okay, listen. I love me some Denzel. Y'all want to argue on behalf of Jonathan Majors? Don't do it, girl. Go argue on behalf of Denzel. Okay. Anytime y'all want to argue on the behalf of a problematic man, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell me nothing about, free Tory Lanez, free Rasheeda. But outside of that, if you want to bring up a black man that we should be like protecting and all of that, Denzel is one of them. The light-skinned nigga that's always playing somebody crazy, but we don't have no issues whatsoever with him, Michael Ealy. He's one of them. You can defend Michael Ealy because ain't nobody ever said nothing bad about him. See, I can look, girl, there are a list of people. The one that played Diddy in the movie, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still strong. Antoine Fisher, okay, whatever that was, that nigga, like him too. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. Okay, so Morris Chestnut, I will fight y'all over Morris. I met Morris. Morris is a beautiful human being. Okay, I'll fight y'all over Morris Chestnut. Yes, bitch. What did the diva say? Swirling around in a phone booth, bitch. For some of these, not for all. And if I get enough evidence, I might change my mind. Like Wendy Williams, I am a woman and I have every right to change my mind whenever I see fit. Derek Luke, thank you so much. So, Don, don't get me started on Don Cheadle Sylvester. Girl, I love Don Cheadle. I don't care what the fuck y'all talking about. When I tell y'all, I'm surprised that Don Cheadle been with that same lady all of that time. Because Don Cheadle is one of them people like, you might be a slut for just to find out. You know what I'm saying? It's just what his center of gravity is. It just makes me wonder. You know what I'm saying? Sylvester, like any black man that look good in some slacks and suspenders, girl. Okay. Yes, Lorenz Tate. Okay, even though he is a prime example of a bitch ass nigga, it's only because he is a good actor. So when I say Lorenz Tate in the Rain on Me video, I don't mean the real Lorenz Tate. It's who he was in the Ashanti video. Rain on me, Lord, why you ain't it? Okay. So when we get to Denzel Washington, and y'all about to lose y'all mind because Denzel did his job as an actor and kissed a man. After all of these years, he's never done anything like this, but he kissed a man. And so many of y'all are homophobic. Y'all about to lose y'all mind. And that's why I didn't want to read the comments. I didn't even want to click on the post. But in a recent interview with the LGBTQ focused publication, Gaiety Washington disclosed that one scene was removed from the film. And he wasn't too pleased about it. You know why? Because if I go ahead and get my mind all together to kiss a nigga on film, I'm gonna need for y'all to put it in. If I'm really digging into my actor bag, I'm about to be done with this shit. Okay, I got about 4 more movies and then I'm out. Y'all ain't gonna see me no more. Replay the old shit. I went ahead and did something. I stretched my acting skills and I put my mouth on another nigga mouth. And y'all didn't put it in the movie because y'all was scared. Okay, he told the outlet, I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it out. They cut it. I think they got chicken because they knew how y'all was going to act. They knew y'all was going to lose y'all damn mind seeing Denzel Washington kiss a man. Okay, look, first comment. I can only speak for myself, but I don't want to see Denzel kissing a man. I'm sorry. I've gone my whole life without seeing Denzel kiss a man. Let's not start now. Denzel turned down his humiliation ritual with his first role out of college in 1996. He called it the nigga he couldn't kill. Jewish exec was trying to convince him it's funny if we hung you. He responded, would it be funny to put a Jewish people in shower and trick them with the gas and they pick someone else? 28 years later, the nigga is accusing Denzel of going through humiliation ritual because of YouTube video you watch. Denzel made a decision and that's okay. Listen. All I'm going to know is no black man leaves the business clean. That's what I was worried about. Acting is not real. Acting is an art form where you pretend to be someone. I don't know if y'all missed that because I know reality TV, Trump, all of them, they, WWE, they blur the lines of what is acting and what is reality, or people pretending like it's reality, but they're really acting. I know y'all are confused about that. Denzel is a fucking actor. If he kissed a man in a film, it was not a humiliation ritual. It was not a, initiation into the gay Hollywood. It was simply an actor being an actor. That's how I view it. That's how I see it. But I also feel like even if he did kiss a man and that meant he was sexually attracted to a man, so what? So what? As long as he ain't cheating on Pauletta, I don't really care. And if he was cheating on Pauletta and she was fine with it, I still wouldn't care. Okay? Because that ain't got nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, I go up for Denzel. And I don't like that y'all use like homophobia. Like y'all really, really like, like I hate that for y'all. Stop it. Stop it. I just want y'all to stop. I really do. It doesn't mean anything more than that. And I really want y'all to get used to seeing men kiss other men. I do. So that y'all can stop acting like it's a big deal. I do. Yes, y'all. Yes, I do. I want y'all to get used to seeing men kiss men and women kiss women, because guess what? We've had to watch terrible kissing scenes between men and women that have grossed us out for years. And I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying I have seen some nasty making out sessions between men and women on film, and we had to watch that and be uncomfortable. I had somebody in the comments arguing me talking about, we don't want to see that. Bitch, look the other way. A lot of us have been forced to see nasty titty sliding off the side of their chest. We have been forced to watch some of the most disgusting men on television, film, the internet, blogs, reels. Corey Holcomb, anybody? Me wondering what Cam Newton's hair smells like. So many gross things out there that I have to look at. So many gross, nasty things that I don't want to see either. But guess what? Guess what, y'all? It's okay. You can scroll. You can look past. But everybody that's going to adopt some type of weird ass, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, not Denzel. Girl, Denzel is the same man he's always been. And I low-key feel like it was really some big dick energy to do it and be like, oh, they punked out. But I did it. And then I'm gonna tell y'all I did it. And I'm still gonna be like, and what y'all gonna do? Who gonna check Denzel? Who gonna check Denzel? Exactly. I have watched assault scenes. Y'all ain't got no problem with that. Watching two men kiss. Ugh. I love you, dog. I love you too, dog. Let's get married. Ugh. Two women rubbing on each other's titty balls. Ugh. That's gross to y'all. A lot of you fat, unprogressed, out of shape, nasty looking, funky smelling ass niggas online talking about, you know, whatever woman you wish you could fuck like a dog. You know, those people, they gross me out. I'm grossed out. But what can I do? What can I do? Nothing. I can't do nothing. I just got to see it. Scroll past it. Live to be disgusted another day. I want y'all to do the same. Okay? I want y'all to do the same. At 69 years old, child, I wish the fuck I would care how somebody felt about me at 69 years old. Paid enough to say, I'm about to be done with this shit. The look on his face is saying everything. Boy, fuck everybody. Pull up to the club. Fuck everybody.
A relationship with other men in the film. So I wanted to ask, how gay is the Roman Empire?
Because to be very clear, I don't know if y'all know, historically, these were some gay ass people. I know a lot of y'all like to think that gayness is something new. Y'all like to think that the kids have been convinced to be gay because the cartoons. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. As long as there have been people alive, we have been liking the same sex. Yes. As long as there have been people, we've liked the same sex. Yes, I know. It's so upsetting. But a lot of y'all don't read history books. Y'all don't know. But the Roman Empire, gay as fuck. Okay? Alexander the Great and all of them, gay as fuck. And honestly, yes, historically in movies, some of the men that y'all felt like were the manliest of men, fucking gay.
The entire empire, or I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it. They cut it. I think they got chicken.
I was going to ask because I just heard about the Paul and Pedro forehead kiss that apparently got cut from the movie.
I'm not sure about that one, but
I
I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet.
Oh man. Well,
I killed him about 5 minutes later, but
I mean, it's Gladiator.
it's Gladiator.
About having
Look, there you go. There you go, toxic black people. I kissed him and then I killed him. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, y'all make excuses. Their statues are gay as fuck. Girl, David, that statue of David with his little bitty dick. Girl, this is the statue of David. Okay, listen, hold on. Let me see. The statue of David. This nigga got like something over his shoulder and he like statue of David, girl. Dick like right here. Little bitty dick. Okay. But he's definitely standing in a like leaning on the hip with something over the shoulder. Okay. I'm just saying. Just saying. It's a lot of homoerotica all over the place historically. But a lot of you niggas don't read books. So y'all don't know. The statue of David. Y'all know the statue of David, right? Like the naked man with his junk all out. But it's like the junk is this small. Girl, I know y'all have seen that. Girl. But yeah, I was like, I ain't even want to talk about this because I knew people was going to be like, oh my God. Denzel, they got him. Girl, shut up. This is another subject I want y'all to shut up about. This is another, and I'm gonna tell y'all, Lisa D'Amato worked on my fucking nerves when she was on America's Next Top Model. Before I even play this video, let me say this. Y'all like to blame Tyra, which is annoying to me because Tyra was like basically putting y'all through what she went through in the modeling industry. Now everybody's like, Tyra was terrible to everyone. It's like, yeah, because them niggas was terrible to Tyra. They were terrible to Naomi, which is why we have questions about Naomi and what type of life she lives now. But I am tired of y'all bringing this shit up every 5 or 6 months because it really be Lisa all the time. A lot of people had bad, experiences, but they still went on to be successful. Shout out to Eva. Okay, that's where my Eva the Diva came from, girl. Shout out to Eva the Diva. Shout out to Yaya. Shout out to Yaya. Girl, that was my favorite season, girl. That was my favorite season. Shout out to Bree. Okay, I follow Bree on Instagram right now. Shout out to Bree. Okay, y'all remember she was on the next season. It was Bree and it was the other girl. Camille, was it Camille? Girl, Camille used to be walking like this. Takara, listen. Okay. And y'all not gonna convince me that Eva and Anna Banana wasn't fucking at some point, because y'all know that's how I feel, right? Y'all know I feel like Eva and Anna Banana used to be fucking. Y'all remember Anna, the white girl, pretty white girl? And her and Eva was like this at first, and then they fell out. Girl, y'all remember? Let's listen to what they said.
America's Next Top Model squashed my dreams. Made everybody around the globe hate me. Also made me hate myself for years.
When they come off the show, we don't give a shit. We don't care what they do. They get on with their life. We get on to the next episode. So there is no follow-up and there is really no care factor, I guess, from the executive team or from the network to follow up with these girls to see how their careers are going.
They don't care if you live or die. Afterwards, they don't care.
Dark Side of Reality TV, new episode Tuesday at 9.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to watch it. I love the Dark Side series. So I'm going to watch it. I really am going to watch it. But I just want to say, like, girl, what are you talking about? Do you think Fox is checking in on me to see how good I'm doing? I mean, they probably are. But at the same time, if I was doing bad, what they was going to do? They weren't going to offer me my job back because I wasn't going to take it. Shit. Okay? Girl. My days of being a news photographer, working for a local news station, those days are over. Okay, that's something you do in your 20s, as far as I'm concerned. I know they got a lot of people that do that's they calling. Okay? This is mine to sit in front of the motherfucker, not to constantly be carrying it on my shoulder through, wading in the water, through flood waters and shit and, watching dead bodies. Girl, it was too much when I did it. But do you think I give a fuck about whether the managers and all of that is checking on me to see if I'm all right? Like, what are you talking about? You were on the show. If it was damaging, I totally understand. Not to take any accountability away from them. A lot of the things those girls went through was fucked up. A lot of them were mistreated. Absolutely. But again, that is the modeling business. And I also feel like after what season was Lisa on? Season 3? How many seasons of women being mistreated and being put in messed up situations where they were scared and crying, having to, have all their hair cut off? Like, it was a lot of traumatic shit that was a namesake as a part of America's Next Top Model. And the girls were still lining up for like 20 seasons to be on this show and get this opportunity. We all know that reality TV, especially at the beginning, but reality TV is like, you're going to put yourself in extreme harm's way and hope that it sticks, right? You're going to put all of your business on Front Street. People are going to drag you for dear fucking God. Okay. They're going to drag you from your scalp to your toenails. Okay. They're going to drag you. And then you have to figure out a way to make that 15 minutes stretch. That's the whole thing. Figure out a way to make the 15-minute stretch. But the idea that every single girl on America's Next Top Model was going to, be a supermodel is ridiculous. And Lisa, you were good, but there is a part of this where it's like, woe is me. And she was an alcoholic, and she did used to do a lot of like crazy shit. Lisa wasn't exactly, prim and proper or anything. I feel like Lisa, girl, whatever you went through on America's Next Top Model, I feel like you went through worse shit before you got there. That's what I'm going to say. And I don't know Lisa life like that, but based on the way Lisa showed up on America's Next Top Model, girl, I feel like whatever they did, somebody did it to you already. Somebody hurt you already. But I am going to watch this episode. But I am tired of y'all every few months coming out trying to blame Tyra Banks for the way America's Next Top Model made the models feel, as if there are not a ton of real models that feel that way all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyra was just perpetuating a system that she was in. And honestly, she did do a lot of things, to progress. Like as far as plus size modeling and trans girls being, ISIS. Shout out to ISIS, okay? Listen, Tyra did a lot of things, I feel like, to push the culture forward to being more inclusive in modeling. She did. And y'all saw her just pop out at the Victoria's Secrets with the titties bouncing in her body, doing whatever it's doing. Like, girl, it's me. And y'all gonna love it. And y'all gonna eat it up. And ain't nobody walking harder than me since Naomi Campbell, bitch. Okay. Oh, is Scotty here? Hey, Scotty. Oh, thank you. Thank you, love. Oh, I think I might go ahead to the club after I finish this live and have me a little lunch. That's what I think I might do. Naima used to wild out around her time. Yes, I remember Naima. She won. She won season 4, 5. What season she won? Girl, we used to be down to college, down to the Clark Atlanta, watching America's Next Top Model all in somebody's room on the same TV, girl. It was good times. It was good times. All right. But yeah, I am low-key tired of y'all blaming Tyra for everything. Okay, like she was the only producer on the damn show. With that being said, let's go ahead to Kirk. Yeah. Okay, y'all. When I tell y'all, I have not seen Kirk complain online this much in a minute. And I feel like this is because y'all didn't want to get kicked off of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all have nothing going on in real life. So what did y'all decide to do? Bring Jasmine back. Let's start some mess with Jasmine so that we can have a storyline to stay on the show. Kirk, you were the one that sat in front of Jasmine, whether that was an agreement y'all all had or not, and said that she showed up to the door naked in order to make her look like she was running behind you and not the other way around. And I feel like if we're looking at Jasmine and we're looking at Kirk, I don't care what y'all think about how much money them people got. Kirk is always going to be running behind Jasmine before Jasmine is running behind Kirk, unless y'all could ever prove to me otherwise. And since he deleted his text messages, he can't prove shit. So for me, looking at these two people, it's always been, you thought you were going to use Jasmine basically, to keep y'all spot on the show. I really wish Kirk and Rasheeda will retire or go do their own thing. Go do another reality show with just the two of y'all and y'all family. Do something else. Get the fuck off Love and Hip Hop. Because what I can't stand is for Kirk to have cheated season after season, disrespected Rasheeda season after season. And now we have to deal with him basically on the internet mad because people see him for his works. People see you for your works, Kirk. Like, get over it. Tap out. Get your ass off social media. Get off the reality show. But stop coming to us dehydrated and upset because motherfuckers is calling you a cheater. You did cheat on her. And then you question the paternity of her baby with you. And then turned around and had a baby with Jasmine. And then you brought Jasmine back and tried to front on Jasmine like she wanted you and she was showing up to the door naked trying to get you. And I just don't believe that's the case. I just don't. I think you wanted her. I think you never really wanted the shit to come out because you wanted to keep your arrangement with Jasmine. I think Kirk, as a man with all of them kids and being wayward the way you are and complaining and being ornery with Rasheeda ever so often so that you can go and cheat on her and then come back. Yeah, if you actually go and watch seasons 1 through, 6 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you will see repeated disrespect. And it almost seems like Kirk always needed to act like he had a problem with something to cause some discourse with Rasheeda so that he can go and cheat on her. I don't think Kirk has ever been consistently faithful to Rasheeda. I just don't. I think men from the 90s who have money don't feel like they should have to be faithful. They feel like, oh, I'm supplying this lifestyle for everybody. I should be able to do whatever I want to do when I feel like doing it. And Kirk very much had that attitude a few times during the seasons of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta where he felt like I'm on a break or I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Fuck it, Rasheeda. Like, and trust me, I know that Rasheeda doesn't want to go anywhere, but I say free Rasheeda because a lot of y'all say free people that should be in jail. Y'all say free Tory Lanez. Y'all say, free Diddy. Y'all say free people that absolutely should be where they are. So I'm going to just start screaming free Rasheeda just to balance that bullshit out. I know Rasheeda not going nowhere. I know that. But it's a statement for all of the women who need to stop being ran through the fucking washing machine, dryer, dirt, washing machine, and dryer for a nigga. Free Rasheeda. It's a statement. It's not really about Rasheeda. Rasheeda ain't going nowhere. And that's sad. Let's hear what he has to say once again. The season is through. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is not even on right now. Here Kirk is.
Been pregnant by me. I wouldn't know, okay? That's number one. Cheater. Y'all just a cheater. Cheating where? Where are they? Excuse me.
Season 3.
Oh,
season
I was in the
6.
hot tub.
That was season
My
1.
bad. Do you got to go to work? Oh, okay. And my old beautiful wife is so dumb for not breaking up her family. Oh,
No, she's dumb because you continue to embarrass her. And she really be mad about it on the show. She act like she not mad about it. But on the show, she was mad about it. Y'all probably was lying, but that's even more so why we want y'all to just get out of our face then. The gaslighting is annoying. This is what happens if DDG and Halle would have stayed together and got married.
I got a question though. Who you at home with? I hope you got a boyfriend. I hope you do.
Why? Why do I need a man in order for me to be able to say you ain't shit? The fuck? What does that mean?
I obviously see that y'all don't like happiness. And that is crazy to me. In a marriage,
what is happiness?
You're going to hit a dark road.
Nigga, that's not what we talking about. A dark road is one thing. You being on reality TV for seasons, embarrassing the shit out of Rasheeda in various forms, not just cheating, but you had a whole outside baby talking about cheating where? Nigga, where's Cannon? What do you mean cheating where?
Not even one time. Bro, how you think your grandmama made it and had your mama to have you?
I'm sorry. Are you saying that in order for me to get here, people had to get cheated on? Is that what you're saying? Because I would like to let you know, you know what? You're not wrong, but it's not the way you think it is. Not because some woman stayed down for some cheating ass nigga. No, actually, some people cheated and they broke up. Okay, my daddy and his first wife, yeah, they had a situation and they broke up. And then he got with my mama, and that's how I came into be. But my grandparents, no, that it wasn't. No. Child Marcel would have cut everything off. Girl, Marcel would never, ever, ever have dealt with no shit like that. You wildin'.
Think ain't nothing happened? You ain't never did nothing. I know you're perfect. And
the fact that you really online going back and forth with people using your fingers, Kirk, are you okay? Are you okay, Kirk? Oh my God.
keep being perfect, because
And why do I have to, y'all, I'm sorry, but why do I have to be perfect in order to point out your repeated acts of disrespect that you put on a reality show? These niggas is weird. I mean, I'm going to just be very clear. I'm just going back and forth with Kirk, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, I would never be in Kirk's live going back and forth with him, calling him a cheater. So people do be weird. Don't get me wrong, but I also feel like this is the energy that y'all invite into y'all lives. And then you are constantly online acting like everybody is, you know, tripping and everybody is moving off of lies. Admit that the show is fake. Admit that Ken is not really your son. Then we can say, oh, we get it. Y'all were acting. But we know that's not the case.
nothing's ever going to happen to you. I'm the dude who sacrificed my career to make sure that woman, hold on.
What career did you have? Girl, what career did Kirk have? Because he looked like a dope boy that was always looking for some talented young woman to latch on to. That's what he looked like to me. But maybe Kirk was doing something else in the 90s besides being a dope boy. I don't know.
Let me turn this camera around. Make sure that woman can make it where she wanted to make it to.
That right.
Is Jasmine pregnant by me? I wouldn't know, okay? That's number one. Cheater, yeah.
This is my thing. How would you not know if Jasmine was pregnant by you? Girl. We just wish y'all would leave us alone. That's all. I feel like Kirk is very much still cheating. No, Kirk and the brat dated for a nice little bit. And I wonder what the timeline was, because I feel like there was overlap with her and Rasheeda, but they're never going to say that. They're never going to say that there was overlap. But to me, like, Kirk, you're a consistent cheater, I think. Just because you've only been outed a few times doesn't mean that you weren't cheating before. Like, what about the time when you got that apartment and Rasheeda didn't know about the apartment? Like, and I do believe Jasmine was his girlfriend. I do. I believe Jasmine was your little young girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And you would start a fight with Rasheeda, blame Rasheeda for something, and then go over there to your little girlfriend house. And then you eventually got her pregnant. That's what I think. And at the end of the day, like, there's no real accountability in that. There's no real accountability. Even the way he's talking right now. That's why I can't stand niggas. Like, when Dr. Shyne Bryan said, if you a cheater, you always a cheater, I low-key feel that must be the case when it comes to Kirk. Because why are you online arguing about something that's in the past? If it's not happening now, ignore those people. But the way you are constantly online trying to defend yourself as not being a cheater when you have a documented history of being one, it feels like you probably still are cheating. Rasheeda, we hope you're out there cheating too, girl. We like fairness. We like equality around here. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Where do I want to go next? I want to go, since we're in reality TV world, let's go ahead and go to Kenya. Girl, let me tell y'all something before we even get into it. When it first happened, I told y'all that I believed the story because B. Scott said it. Because I've never known B. Scott to put out stories that were lies. So when B. Scott said that Kenya Moore printed poster-sized photos that show Brittany Edie in some type of compromising situation that was off her OnlyFans, I believed it. Because I felt like, well, that's not out of Kenya's wheelhouse. We've all seen Kenya do terrible things to people on the show. And y'all have somehow decided to rewrite history like, you know, Kenya wasn't ever terrible to people on the show. Because in recent years, she started to act like she got some goddamn sense. But Kenya has always been somebody that will go above and beyond to shit on people when she felt like it. Okay. And I did say that I felt like she may not have started it. And people do come on the show trying to get a rise out of Kenya, trying to have a moment. And then Kenya will respond in this huge way, like, you know, Candace from Real Housewives of Potomac, and everybody will be like, oh my God. But it's like, bitch, she started with me. And I tell y'all all the time, don't play with me because I'm not the one to be played with, because I'm going to take it all the way there. So leave me the fuck alone. I understand that mindset. I'm the same type of person, Kenya. I get it, girl. But that's why I felt like she probably did that shit, but that was stupid because why would you make your salon moment about embarrassing another woman? That's how I felt. Okay. I reposted it on my Instagram to let y'all know that when it first came out, I was like, yeah, but technically that's not revenge porn. Technically that's not revenge porn. I want to be clear. But whatever she did, it was like, why would you do that? Like, that's too much. Okay. So let's listen to what Kenya has to say about Brittany Edie.
And in hindsight is always 50-50.
It's actually 2020, but okay.
If I could do it all over again, I believe the photos were very distasteful and I elevated the situation. I've elevated situations before and I've taken full accountability for the things that I've done. I am sorry for what I've done. I didn't have to take it that far. But when I felt threatened, I've never had a child and be in a situation like this before. So that's why I escalated it to the point where I was protecting not only myself, but my child.
I'm sorry. Where's it at? She's acting right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. So let me get this straight. Somebody threatens you with a pum-pum, and your way of protecting your daughter is to escalate the situation. Aha. Yeah. I would never engage in RP. I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use to threaten or blackmail. I have always been vindicated. I can't talk about story even with people planting fake news. Brittany said, thank you to everyone who has reached out to me about what took place at the event yesterday. I am still processing the nasty, low, disgusting, vile things that was done to try to hurt me. Bullying and revenge porn is never okay. All right. Newbie Brittany Edie they got into it. Heated altercation, threats allegedly involved a gun and more. Okay. So yeah. So Kenya did that shit. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, girl, I said it. I did. Mm-hmm. Let me just sit in the moment for a minute. That's okay though. But she is not fired from Real Housewives of Potomac, is what she said. Not fired. Hold on. Oh, and I saved this because I thought this was fantastic. I'm not about to, beat you down and I pull you up because you had two things going on at the same time. I am still very happy for Kenya because essentially, like Real Housewives, period, the production company, y'all be real.
Guess what?
Y'all be real, like funny style. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like they have handled Kenya differently than they've handled other housewives, who have done the same shit. So essentially, I'm still very happy for Kenya that she's at the New York Stock Exchange because her book with her daughter, the Brooklyn Daily, okay, is like a series of little girl books, okay, and it's about her and her adventures with her mommy, the passport. We're going all over the world together. When I tell y'all, I love this. You know why? Because y'all act like single mothers can't afford their children lovely, beautiful lives without a man attached to them. And this is like the perfect example of Kenya proving y'all wrong when it comes to that, but also turning something like this into something even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is even bigger. And I'm sure this will do even better for her than being a reality TV star. I'm happy for her. I really, really am. Brooklyn is beautiful. I think these little books that she's coming out with are fabulous. Like, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for Kenya and her daughter having books of them traveling and it being based off of a life that they're actually living. Okay, yes, the graphics are fantastic. The graphics are fantastic, girl. It's giving everything it needs to give. Brooklyn Bound, listen. Aw, look how cute. Oh my God. This is adorable. Oh my God. With her little hat on. I cannot. She's so cute. Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, Kenya, you be wrong as fuck on reality TV. But girl, when it comes to be a mommy and you know, taking care of your daughter and creating this like legacy for yourself. Like I'm very happy for Kenya. Let's hear what else Kenya had to say.
Simply, I mind my business, and I don't start anything. I respond. So during this taping, the young lady escalated it to the point of tearing off mics, screaming all kind of obscenities at me, and threatening me. I felt threatened.
So let me pause here because I have to be fair to this person, Brittany Edie. She has nothing on her Instagram about this. I've never met her. I don't know.
It's been deleted.
There's nothing on her Instagram about this.
Yes.
We reached out. She did not respond to her. And I actually don't want to litigate her actions because I do believe people don't get to respond to pick how you respond.
They do not get to choose how you respond.
But you have to be accountable for how you respond.
100%.
So whatever, which I have no tape of, I don't know what happened. You've explained to the audience that there was some escalation and some things that went on there. But going to your reaction to it. So you're alleging this thing happened between you, the two of us.
Being simply, I mind my business. And
you, the two of us, you think her behavior or alleged behavior was because she wanted to make a name for herself on the show. Okay, I don't know any of that.
Right.
Take me to the salon because I'm all proud because you have a new salon. You're opening this new business. And no one is talking about you opening their business. They are reports that you had.
It overshadowed it.
You overshadowed it.
Yes.
This is what happened. They were saying you had these pictures of her.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So from that night where all of this stuff happened and there were threats in my direction, and I felt very concerned. I told the producers, I'm concerned, I'm scared. And I kind of feel like they said, oh, we'll take care of it. And it didn't feel like it was taken care of. They actually made me feel like I was being like a black Karen. Like, here Kenya goes again. Nothing really happened. They were joking or something. I don't take threats or the way that I felt. You can't invalidate you.
And let's be clear. They did that. They've done that a couple of times with Kenya, and I did not like it. There was a time where some man was on the show and kind of threatening Kenya, and they kind of played it down. The shit that happened with her ex-boyfriend, like it's been a lot of things I feel like that have happened where Kenya could have like been in real, like in danger. Somebody is like being violent towards her in some type of way. And they didn't do shit about it.
My feelings. And it was a real concern for me. I'm a single mom with a beautiful child that if anything happened to me, no one would be there for her.
So you felt threatened by some actions that happened?
Yes. And she repeatedly said, or it was said that you don't know who I am. So I didn't feel like I was being protected, and I took matters into my own hands.
What did you do?
I did my research on her. I found a lot of information, especially in the, explicit world, with a few clicks, with people helping me. I didn't get things sent to me, photos or videos that I did see, allegedly that were her. And I said, okay, if no one else is going to step up for me and protect me, I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to tell everyone what I found out about her. It's a receipt. And before I joined Housewives of any franchise, 5 years in, we made up the term validate my feeling, receipts, right?
Yeah.
If you find dirt on someone or somebody is messing with you, you come back with what? A receipt. Right. I found a valid receipt found on the internet.
So you knew that.
But I'm very, very confused on how you thought that was going to be a defense of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you probably felt like she played on your ego and you was going to have to show her who you are.
That Bravo was recording your
Yes, it was
salon.
During a taping. Everyone signed waivers. It was during a taping. I didn't stand out on a corner, posting anything. It was during a taping. And we know, even with nudity that has happened on the show, they blur things out. So at the end of the day, I knew that they would likely blur it out because whatever it was that I found, they didn't like the receipt. It was explicit. And they didn't like, I found a lot, but I only showed one.
Okay, so at the salon, you have these images up that you say you found on your own.
I pulled them out at some point.
So they were up. At some point, that you pulled them out.
That was one part of it, yes.
It was on a poster board. She printed it on a poster board.
But they're up.
Yes.
Okay. And so you assume that they would be blurred out when this aired?
Of course they would. They can't show
because
nudity.
they can't show this.
Yes.
Were you building
receipts, right?
Yeah.
If you find,
were you building a moment? I mean, I know you said the other person was trying to make a name for themselves, allegedly. Were you trying to have a Kenya moment doing this and it backfired?
I don't think that it's a Kenya moment. I live my truth. You've
But
seen
you're
me
the shade assassin.
I'm the shade assassin, but my moment is my life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Were you building a moment?
Listen, in hindsight is always 50.
Yeah, you were building a moment. You were trying to like just be real about it. I was trying to let that hoe know who she was fucking with. Like, don't threaten me, bitch, because at the end of the day, you may not really be about that life, but I see what life you are about, and I'll put your ass on blast. Like, be real about it. Be real about it. Okay? But you know, I'm not, I just feel like at the end of the day, it wasn't about receipts. It was about one-upping her. She pissed you off, and so you decided to get your revenge on her by doing what you thought would be protected on reality TV, meaning that we, the viewership, wouldn't see it, but all of the people that were there at your salon, they saw it, and then they would disseminate that information, so it would get out either way. We don't even know who the fuck Brittany Edie is, except for the fact that I guess she related to Fallon. I don't even, like, they look alike, but outside of that, girl, we don't know her. So now you got us out here like, oh, she got an OnlyFans? Like, what's going on? Can you? Yeah, no, that wasn't the right way to handle the situation at all. And if you was really trying to protect yourself, you should have filed charges on her ass, like Candace did. Okay, you and Candace are a lot alike. I'm gonna need for you to learn from the young girl. Okay, I'm gonna need for you to learn from the young girl. With that being said, we're going to take a quick little break, you guys. I hope y'all are enjoying the show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And, support the Massage Fun Girl because my arm hurts right now.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
All right, y'all, we're back. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody who supports the channel, who got it. Thank you. Okay. So, y'all, I heard this, and it reminded me of Robert Kelly. It reminded me of Michael Jackson. This reminded me a lot of things. So I just want to play this clip, and we're going to talk. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay.
Explain his own background in the whole Rihanna situation. I think that was a very smart move.
That was after me.
Okay, no, I think that was a very smart move. And what I liked about his situation is that he proved you could come back after being canceled.
It's funny because at like your station, no one would play him on the radio.
Yeah.
And at that point, you had to have radio. There were no DSPs and different other platforms for you to use, to break. No TikTok. Twitter wasn't even around, really. It was just starting. So it was hard to try and get him, over that hump or get people to change their minds because before it happened, everyone loved him. Kids, parents were dropping their kids off at hotels like, go get Chris Brown. Go get him. And I'm like, if you don't put your daughter back in your car, stop. Yeah. Like parents were sending their kids to the hotel. It was that bad because he was a sweetheart to the world. Right? Yeah. So they were like, he's a good kid. I want you to marry this kid. Go get him.
This is a beautiful Black woman. I just want to say that. She's gorgeous. So I love me a good chocolatey, smooth skinned Black lady with a nice shortcut. So 2 things. One thing is, yes, people are insane. People are literally willing to put their children in harm's way for fame and money. However, it does not negate the fact that a lot of celebrities harm people. They assault people. They hit. They force sex on people. This happens, right? So absolutely, it's true that people were dropping their kids off at R. Kelly concerts. People are pushing their kids out to go and try to, get at coochie to Chris Brown. This is not out of the norm when you think about what marriage is really supposed to be about. And I say that because it's based off of what it was originally about, which is about wealth and growing, right? It's not about love. It just became about love. I want to say 70s, 80s. That's when marriage becomes about, oh, I love them. It was not about that. It was about families joining so that they can grow in wealth, right? So when people see a Chris Brown, oh yeah, girl, go get that good man. It was the same thing as when my mama saw Boosie at the mall and was like, he trying to talk to you, go talk. I'm like, fucking trying to talk to Boosie, because all you see is some black man with money. And you think that a black man with money is going to be safe for your daughter because you're not thinking about the things that can happen to her being around somebody who's a fucking violent degenerate. So I'm looking at the parents like, y'all really need to unwrap y'all minds from the way y'all think about using your daughters as bargaining chips. Yeah. Using, and not even just using your daughter as a bargaining chip, because to be clear, what happened with me and my mom is not the same, but it's the same mentality. But it's not the same. My mama would never drop me off at some nigga's hotel room, like, go fuck this nigga and bring him home. No, that's not what happened. We was at the mall and he stopped traffic to try to holler at me. And the fact that he had a nice car, he had buku nice cars behind him, and he stopped traffic to come and talk to me outside of the Cortana Mall. My mama was like, well, go talk to him then. Because at the end of the day, my mama above everything is like, don't bring no broke nigga home. Okay? Listen, make sure they got a little something, education, money, something. Don't come around here with no big belly talking about you ain't know what you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Different situation, but still same mindset. You don't know who these people are, but you think because they're a man with money, they somehow, all of the fear goes out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So this shit right here is so bothersome to me. But at the same time, I feel like her saying it, girl, shut up. I feel like her saying it in this interview, is a way to make it seem as if it's everybody and it's not Chris Brown. I'm going to let her finish. But it makes it seem as if because parents are willing to exchange their daughters for fame and fortune, which has always been the case when you look at historically what marriage is, people were always willing to sell their children to another family, sell their daughter to a family, to an old man, to somebody so that they can have a better life. That was always what this was set up to be, right? It's not that far-fetched, but it's fucking crazy for you to do when you really care about your kids. However, does it change the fact that these niggas are still unsafe? Yeah, she's trying to victimize Chris, like make it seem as if, do you see how these young girls were throwing themselves at him? Does that change the fact that he's accused of assaulting some people and beating people's asses? We have him on camera in a picture choking a girl out, and y'all tried to act like it was a joke after. Him on video talking about Karuchi, if you mind, you always mind. A lot of y'all toxic bitches think that shit cute until a nigga banging your head up beside the fucking concrete.
But people don't know that parents do that a lot. Yeah, they don't know. Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and and fortunately, his mom, and all of us, we were not down with that. We were like, no, take your child and leave. We'd have security handle it. But the
to me that sounds no different. Y'all remember like on was it The Princess and the Pea? The Princess and the Pea fairy tale. You have all of these princesses from all over the world to come and vie for this prince and the throne, right? So it's all these princesses and they all show up and they have to go through these tests and the prince, picks a princess. Y'all, people have been putting this shit in people's minds through fairy tales and all of that. So, I'm just saying, y'all, think about it. Think about it. It's really not that different from fairy tales that you used to read or watch.
What was we talking? I'm sorry, I missed the point.
No, it's
you know why you missed the point? Because you were trying to victimize him and try to make it seem as if he was just some innocent person in all of this. That's why you're confused about what the fuck you were talking about. Let's get to
I was saying how he made his comic with Deuces and nobody was playing it on the radio.
So
before.
the radio, yeah. So what we decided was we needed to figure out a way to get him back on radio.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that we did it was we put him on features for everything. Anybody that called us, he jumped on it. It was a feature on everything. And meanwhile, Tyga stood next to him. He was the only one that would stand right next to him and do videos and everything else with him, right?
You mean Tyga, the one who was with Kylie Jenner when she was a teenager? You mean him? Such a stand-up guy. Don't you love when... Girl. The predators protecting the predators. One of the predators saw he was a predator and was like, I'm gonna stand with him.
So he started doing mixtapes. You remember they were doing mixtapes and stuff like that. And Tyga introduced him to Colin, who was a video director who was just starting at the time. Colin Tilley. And so Chris and I started finding new producers, finding new writers. We had Joel James and Seven Streeter and Kevin. And Kevin played him Deuces, and we were like,
and we all remember Deuces. I'm moving on to something better. No more trying to make it work. Made me want to say bye-bye, say bye-bye, say bye-bye to her. Y'all. Listen, I get it. At the end of the day, Chris Brown is a great artist. I love his music for the most part. But I still feel like he is violent and out of control based on the shit that's come out of his mouth. Based on the shit that has come out of Chris Brown's mouth, the things we've actually seen him do. So even though, yes, there definitely needs to be looking at parents that are willing to sell their children to celebrities, because that is obviously a thing. Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, it's obviously a thing. It does not mean that the celebrities aren't predators. See what I'm saying? Two things can be true. Two things can be true. Oh, Lord. She said she his ex-manager. I wonder why you're not his manager anymore. Is it because you can't control him and he's always doing some stupid shit? Because, y'all, let's not forget the Tiana Taylor shit was recent. The Tiana Taylor Usher situation was recent. Also, how old do niggas need to get out of the gang life thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how old do we need to be in order for us to stop throwing up, girl, listen, that ain't my business. I'm going to leave it alone. That ain't my business, girl. If y'all want to be out here, gang set for the rest of y'all life, y'all business. Shout out to Chris Brown, though. You got back he got back on the radio, and he has not gotten off the radio since. He has not gotten off the radio since. So shout out to him and all of the people that like him. I just, I want people to be wary. If you hear stories about a celebrity, please don't drop your child off to their hotel room like a fucking crackhead. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, in all honesty, I would, any parent that just dropped their kid off at a hotel, I would have called the police on that parent, because this is child endangerment. R. Kelly was a victim. He was not a victim. R. Kelly was not a victim. If somebody is buying young girls, they're not a victim, sweetheart. Just because the parents are trying to manipulate the predator, it doesn't mean that he's still not a predator. I need y'all to get that. I need y'all to get that. Okay, I know a lot of y'all might disagree with me about this, but I'm telling y'all right now, Chris Brown has a long history of being violent and acting crazy. And it does not change the fact that those parents, somebody should have called the police on the parents. Somebody should have called the police on the parents. But That's not surprising. Do you know how many people are willing to give their children to predators as long as the predators have money? Oh, another fairy tale. Beauty and the Beast, bitch. Beauty and the goddamn Beast. We used to love Beauty and the Beast growing up. What happened with Beauty and the Beast? What happened? Belle was sent to live with the Beast in his house because of something that the daddy did. She was trying to protect her old ass daddy. So she goes to live with a Beast in a mansion when he locking her in rooms and talking to her crazy and shit and throwing her all around. Okay? The fairy tales that we have been watching for years have been putting these types of themes in our minds. Think about it. Why would you think that's okay? Because you've seen shit like that play out in a Disney cartoon, and subconsciously it's in your mind somewhere that it's okay and it'll all work out if you give your daughter to a fucking monster as long as the monster has money. Girl, you know what? That's what's about to be next. Now that we're grown, the Disney edition. Because I have not felt moved about anything. But I promise y'all, I'm about to sit down and watch some Disney movies and we're going to see what I feel. Because that's what really needs to be now that we're grown. Okay? Girl, let's go ahead and move on. I want to move on to, since we talk about the kids, let's talk about Khelani. Oh, girl. So when we first, let me find the other one. When we first talked about Khelani, I am not like into Khelani like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a fan of her music. I know who she is. LGBTQ or whatever, you know, the bisexual girls that say they was lesbians, girl. All right, listen. We're a part of the same community somewhat. But I have always been like, hey, at the end of the day, I can see Khelani being a little weird, but the baby daddy was given you just want rights so you can get child support. That's how I felt the entire time. I think the baby daddy, who was never put on the birth certificate for a reason, I think that he is trying to get child support out of Khelani. So making her look like a bad parent so that you can get primary custody, so that you can then get child support from her so that she can pay for your life and for the baby. That's what I think. I don't know if I necessarily feel like she's actually like harming or doing anything to her child, but I don't put it past anybody. I want to be very clear. I don't put it past anybody. I don't trust nobody. Okay? So if y'all were paying attention to some of the court shit, Khelani in court saying her daughter is her wife from another life.
Kalani is the
Okay, I'm gonna let this play.
one who claims to see spirits and believes their daughter's spirit was one of Khelani's wives in a past life. Here is a text with Khelani where Javon says, what area of the world did the past life person say Adea is from? Khelani said, South America. She was my wife once, LOL. Khelani is the one who claims to see spirits.
Okay, and I just want to say this. Y'all, anybody that believes in reincarnation, you know that the souls around you play different parts. My sister got a reading one time and said that she was actually our dad's mom in a previous life, which is why he always felt so beholden to her in a way. His relationship to her was very much mimicking the relationship that he had with his mother. And, you know, y'all know I have had a past life regression. I do believe in seeking things out from the standpoint of, okay, give me the information and then I'll cipher through what I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything completely to heart, but it's also just more information. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be true, it could not be true. We just like we like to go read tarot, okay? But if nobody knows about reincarnation, it's something that people hear quite often, that, you know, the souls are the same and they just show up in different positions in your life throughout the years. Okay. I mean, you know, throughout different lives. So to me, this did not automatically mean that there's an inappropriate relationship between Khelani and her daughter simply because she said, oh, I got a reading and they said in a past life she was my wife. I've heard things like that before. Anyway, let's continue.
Just between Javon and Khelani, where he is telling her that Adea was saying that she felt silenced at home and that the last time that people were, it sounds like at Khelani's house doing something that makes them hallucinate.
Ayahuasca?
That a couple
you can't say ayahuasca? Okay.
of people slept in her.
Okay, let me read it. She was crying because she didn't want to come home from the cabin, saying it's too many people. I feel shushed. That's hold up, let me.
These
are they moved damn. This makes me sad. Yes, when I came in the morning, Shorty was in there. Ugh, they keep moving them. And I want to get the pause out of the way so I can read the messages.
Messages with him from her messaging somewhere else, asking like, why are these people in Adea's room? I think we need to change the arrangement we have. These are text messages between Javon and Khelani where he is telling her that Adea was saying that she felt silenced at home and that the last time that people were, it sounds like at Khelani's house doing something that makes them hallucinate, that a couple of people slept in her bed. These are more text messages. Javon is saying, like, who are these people? They're basically strangers. Khelani saying, no, I so get it. In this text message, Javon says, Como City say grooming. And then Khelani shared text messages with him from her messaging somewhere else, asking, like, why are these people in Adea's room? I think we need to change the arrangement we have. These are text messages.
Okay. So I remember all of that. Now, what's not specified is if the little girl was in the room when they were in her room. Because I don't know about y'all, but have y'all ever had people over and you don't have enough bedroom? So you like, oh, you can sleep in the kid's room. The kid will sleep with me. So y'all are like, oh, this couple was in Khelani's daughter's bed. It's like, was Khelani's daughter in the bed too? Or were they sleeping in her room and Khelani's baby was in the room with her? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put a tone on shit if you're not asking all of the questions. Okay? A lighthearted conversation with who I consider family about a silly reading I got became horribly twisted, and I can't stand by and watch it anymore. Here's how the conversation actually went, and the rest is left for court. This is beyond. Can't be silent about this issue anymore. As a person that has always gotten little readings here and there, I was connected to an older woman for a past life reading. I shared what I consider to be a lighthearted recap with my child's father, laughing at it and considering it something light and not to be taken serious. To have those screenshots then doctored, the rest of the messages left out to make me seem like I considered myself to be in an inappropriate relationship with my daughter is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever fucking heard. I've been silent. I've taken the public beating. I've been addressing all of these things where I should in court. I've sat there and watched the public only have access to one side of things, but this is where I absolutely draw the line. I do not and have never considered myself in any sort of inappropriate relationship with my child. The rest of these absolutely monstrous allegations are being addressed in court. Thank you. And so that's what she said. I feel like the text messages, here we go. Okay. Because I wanted to read them. All right. So it says, what area of the world did the past life person say Adea is from? South America. She was once my wife. LOL. What did she mention about the afterlife? And then here are some pictures of her and the baby. Look at the love. Which about the afterlife? She didn't mention anything about an afterlife. No, just that I was her spirit guide mad times. And my next baby is her teacher. What information did she use to reach that conclusion? I don't know. It's just the way she reads. All these people probably be lying, laughing my ass off. Oh, brother. I was just dabbling for fun. Raina sent me to her. She was saying a lot of shit though. She was like, you're scared of sharks, huh? Talking about I got eaten by a shark after I was shot off the boat by Spaniards while I was a fishing warrior. Gotta be way more skeptical of these people. LOL. Oh, I just be laughing. Sometimes it's purely fun. LOL. People are wild. My muertos was laughing. I just feel like ain't no such thing as a past life regression because time ain't linear at all. And if anyone claims to have past knowledge, they should be able to tell you exactly your future too. Now, see, when I got my past life regression, nobody told me. I actually you experience it. Like you really go into like a place in your mind and you're experiencing it like some type of movie. It is crazy. I agree with that because where am I really at right now? I feel past life consciousness requires afterlife consciousness because that's the only way back to this joint. She talking about I was here before humans. Well, yeah, because I mean, have y'all ever seen what was that movie? Everywhere, Everything, All at Once. I'm saying the name wrong, but in that movie, it was like the souls and how at some point, at the end of the movie, you see the souls were rocks. Like it just shows how our spirits are reincarnated over and over again in several different ways. She says, I agree with that because where am I really blah blah blah. Okay, left myself, fuck, is she a goddamn crustacean? And yeah, like there are some people that feel like at one point they were another species. Okay, like it just depends on your, religious beliefs and stuff like that. Either way, for him to doctor those text messages in order to make her look like she had an inappropriate relationship with her child when that is clearly not the case, that right there makes me look at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You trying real hard to get custody of that child. Why? Why are you trying so hard to get custody of that child where you would doctor text messages and put them up to make this lady look like she's doing something inappropriate to her kid? Y'all, that's fucked up. And Khelani can be weird, and you could not believe in past life regressions. She looked like she don't even believe in it all the way. But the fact that he cut those messages up and put them out in order for the public to believe something about her that's not true, that's what I feel like is extremely fucked up. Like that's crazy. That's really, 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 really crazy. You lying. Girl, I'm gonna have to look that up. Disney bought the rights to the Bible and has removed certain... Girl, not they bought the rights. How the fuck you buy the rights to the Bible? Girl, don't nothing make sense no more. Don't nothing make sense no more. But I'm telling y'all right now, I feel like that man should not have custody of that child if he is willing to lie to that extent. Hey, it's a possibility that she can be unfit. It's a possibility. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is looking at this right here, nigga, this right here is fucked up. This right here to me means that there is something more wrong with him than Khelani, because at the end of the day, like, y'all judge anybody that doesn't fit into a specific mold or doesn't have the same, Jesus Christian beliefs. Y'all will put something demonic and negative on anybody that doesn't fit an exact replica of what you think somebody is supposed to look like. But essentially, to me, what I am looking at is you doctoring text messages to make it seem like that lady would have done something to her child. And I feel like that makes you far more dangerous than she is. And that's just based off what we've seen. Oh, so she was supposed to put him on payroll and she didn't. Yeah, to me, he's not fit. If this is something that you would do, you're not fit. So I'm gonna let the shit all, play out in court, because I don't know. I don't know Khelani, and I don't know this nigga. But what I do know is, if the courts have not saw fit to take Khelani's child from her, that means that the courts have seen that she is fit. You are trying to get rights to the child, and you are putting lies and edited text messages on the internet in order to do so. I am much more leaning to the side of trusting her before I trust you because of that. Girl, you can't trust these niggas. You cannot. It don't matter if they bisexual. You cannot trust these niggas, because he was supposed to be bisexual and a lot like her and all of that. But it's giving you want money. That's what it's giving. It's giving you want custody so that you can get money. Girl, I guess we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. But I feel like that's very, very terrible for somebody to put out that type of allegation on somebody. I feel like that's one of the worst things you could say about somebody, to me, that they would commit assault, molestation, incest. That's like the worst thing that you could do to me. Like one of the worst things you could do. So to accuse her of that, I feel like that's insane. If it's not true, I feel like she need a restraining order against him. If there's no truth to any of this, that's how I feel. Okay. So let's move on from there. Talking about having weird ass baby daddies, DDG. Weird ass baby daddy, weird ass baby daddy, weird ass baby daddy, weird ass baby daddy, weird ass baby daddy. He's a weird ass baby daddy. He's a weird baby daddy. Okay. So apparently, and y'all, the consensus by some is that y'all have put Halle Bailey on a pedestal because she was a Disney kid and managed by Beyonce, and her sister was singing like angels and shit. Okay. So we put Halle on a pedestal. She got with DDG, and now we're all just dragging him because we don't feel like he deserves her. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I didn't know who the fuck the young man was until she got with him. So I don't know a lot about DDG, but based on the comments, the paragraphs, that so many women come to defend him. He's college educated. He makes a lot of money on YouTube. He's a good guy. And that's great. I'm so glad that y'all feel that way. I am not going to ignore that fact because I feel like y'all have a hard time dealing with people criticizing men, even if they aren't a bad guy. But I honestly think that DDG is an asshole. I do. I think he's an asshole. And I think he pretends to be the good guy for y'all's benefit. That's what I think. So, because in real life, if you are a good guy in real life and it's predicated off of your family and the people around you and how they feel about you, you shouldn't even be giving this much energy to the fucking internet when it comes to you and your kid. Because this is what he tweeted. Being handsome, rich, and a good dad and successful is stressful. Shit come with unnecessary hate and judgment for no reason. I wish I was a broke, ugly, deadbeat dad. You niggas got it easy. Now watch how many deadbeat dads in the comments are gonna be like, yeah, they really be doing too much on my man. Like, he literally calling you ugly. I've seen this many times where men will be talking shit about other men, and those men that they're talking about will come and defend them because they're too stupid to see he's talking shit about you, girl. Anyway, to me, it is extremely weird that you wish you were a broke, ugly, deadbeat dad. Have you not noticed that we drag those people too? Because somebody in my comments somebody who commented was like, oh, y'all gonna treat him like y'all treated Safari or something like that. And I'm like, y'all can keep acting like Safari is, this perfect dad because he put out that video of y'all, showing that he got a room for the kids and all of that. I'm not believing that. At the end of the day, I live in real life. And in real life, niggas that's not famous make life hard for their BMs when their BMs don't want to be with them no more. They do. They make it hard. So to me, I think it's very, very, very weird that he would say he wants to be a deadbeat dad. So you want to not take care of your son? Because you think that the men who don't take care of their kids have it easier? See, this tweet doesn't really make any sense in real life. This is somebody feeling sorry for themselves and looking for online validation. Trust me, I know it well. But I don't like the way he does this because whenever he does shit like this, it sends people to blame Halle. Like, this tweet has nothing to do with Halle, but I'm telling y'all right now, look, one of the first comments, okay, shout out to Nick at Night. She and I disagree on this. It only come with hate because they put Halle on a princess pedestal. If you was dating another content creator, you get daddy of the year because her fans don't approve of you. Then you know how it go. And see, to me, I feel like that's cat. I feel like that's cat. Because I feel like we have literally been bullet pointing why we feel the way we feel about DDG. She didn't want the pregnancy to be public. You kept doing things to make the pregnancy public. You were going back and forth with the Ruby Rose girl before y'all even had the baby. That was kind of embarrassing, but we let that shit slide. Then y'all were together, y'all broke up. Obviously, y'all broke up for some reason. She left him. He didn't leave her. She's going through postpartum, and he brings her baby to Kai Cenat's house without telling her or informing her. I don't care what any of y'all are talking about. She should know where her baby is at all times. She should know where her baby is at all times. He should have informed her. He should have told her. She shouldn't have been left out there in the dark, especially knowing that she's going through postpartum. Then he gets online to tell us to back up off her. But if you really didn't want people to be fucking with Halle, why do you continuously do shit like this? because this tweet right here is going to make all of y'all feel sorry for him. And then it's going to send all of you cum guzzling, dick riding, penis necklace holding bitches to be defending him like y'all do every time he does something that seems slightly off or for attention or disingenuous or like gaslighting, because they both did a lot of that. And I want to be very clear. I don't feel bad for Holly. I don't feel bad for Holly. I don't give a fuck. That, and I say she a little girl because she's younger than me. And this type of situation is a little girl situation. It's a little girl situation. Yeah, you got a grown woman pussy, but you got a little girl mentality, because there were a lot of things about DDG, including his relationship with Blueface and Krishan, that should have let you know you shouldn't have been rushing to have no fucking baby by this nigga. Little girl shit. So as I said, I don't feel bad for the little girl or nothing like that, but you're not about to play in my face and then I'm supposed to act like I don't see what the fuck I'm seeing. And what I see is DDG doing a lot of shit for online validation. Yes, he makes money at it. We all make money on YouTube, and I'm sure he makes a lot more money than me, because I'm not willing to put so much of my life on Front Street, because I don't want to hear what 5,000 people got to fucking say about my life. I don't. So I don't put my shit on Front Street like that. I get up here, I do what I do, and then I get out of here. So I can keep a part of my life for myself. And to me, I feel like he's having a hard time understanding how to do that. And I also feel like he's doing this little slick shit to kind of get back at Holly for not wanting him anymore, because he wants to be with Holly. He just said he want another baby, and he want another baby with her. And I'm trying to figure out, if she don't want to be with you, how the fuck you gonna have a baby with a bitch that don't want to be with you no more? Yeah, she young and naive. That's why I called her a little girl. Fuck, 24 years old. It ain't little. Her brain ain't even fully formed yet. I can call her a little girl. I'm 36. The fuck? I'm 36. I can call a 24-year-old a little girl. Okay? I ain't calling her a little girl to her face. But she still look like a little girl. They just look young. That's good, though. I looked young when I was that age, too. I still look young, bitch. But to me, this tweet right here, DDG is young too. Exactly. Which is why I've never said he was a bad guy or anything like that. Like, there are levels to this shit. But at the end of the day, you don't have to be a murderer or a fucking rapist in order to agitate your baby mama because you mad that she don't want to be with you anymore. It happens every day, B. So specifically because he's a young man, I'm going to know he's not mature. He's not going to always be thinking about what's best for her the way he should. He's not, because he is young, because he's not mature, because he grew up on social media. So he doesn't know when to turn the shit off. Yeah. But I'm also going to say the shit. I'm also going to say it. I'm also going to get up here and say it. Every time we critique him, is some bitch out there talking about how he ain't did nothing wrong and he's a great guy and he graduated, and that does not mean he's not toxic in a relationship with a young woman. I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all. And here's another thing I want to point out before we move on. DDG is successful. He does have money. Do I think he's more successful and has more money than Holly? I don't know. I don't think so. The money part, I don't know. The success, the fame, no. And I'm gonna tell you like this. In real life, it does not matter if he makes more money than her. She's still more famous and she still has more prestige. As a man, her having any more of that is going to make him feel away. Because most men have to feel like they're at the top of the food chain in every way in comparison to the woman that they're laying with in order not to feel emasculated. It doesn't matter that he makes more money if he makes more money, which that's questionable. How many YouTube videos you got to do? She do one movie. And y'all making about what and what? The money part is irrelevant. It's really about the fact that on a global scale, Holly is the famous one. DDG is a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. It's not shade. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So at the end of the day, him being a young man and having to deal with the fact that she is more famous than him, he might try to humble her consistently in their relationship by doing little passive aggressive things so that he can feel like he has a little bit more power in their dynamic, because as a man, he's supposed to have more power in their dynamic based on how the patriarchy makes everybody feel. This is not hard to understand. Yes, Iman Shumpert is another really great example of that. It seemed like you was all good with it when Tiana was struggling to get her music out there. But when Tiana becomes a creative director and all of these famous artists want to work with her, and now she's making more money and doing movies, now that you're, fizzling down on basketball, you're starting to feel emasculated, inept, insecure. And so instead of fixing whatever you have going on with yourself and validating yourself, you seek to try to destroy, humiliate, fuck over her to make yourself feel better. This is a common occurrence. It's not just an occurrence with famous people. Regular niggas do this shit. Regular men do this. For instance, I'll give you a regular nigga example. A regular nigga example are the men who are standing behind their old lady while she pulls out her debit card and pays for shit, and he puts his dick on her ass to remind her why she's paying for it, right? So then later on, once she's paid for shit and all of that, they'll have a conversation and he'll make her feel insecure about her looks. He'll act like her interest in something that's nerdy or maybe something that he has no knowledge of, he'll make it seem like it's stupid. And it'll make her question herself. It'll make her question her looks. It'll make her question her value. So once she starts to question her value as a person, she's coming down to where he feels like he actually is. Then he'll have a little bit more of a standing. Okay? That's how this goes. That's how this goes. It takes very strong-minded men to not allow the patriarchy and how we view men and women's relationships and gender roles and all of that to not affect their real relationship. Because everybody got something to say outside. Everybody has a view of how it should look outside. But when the two people on the inside can deal with their shit, then they don't let the outside affect them. DDG and Halle are not mature enough to do that. They're not. And I feel like I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like we wrong when before they broke up, we was telling y'all what was going on between the two of them. And now they broke up and y'all sitting up here talking about it's just because her fans put her on them. No, that's not why. We don't even really like Halle like that over here. Tell y'all the truth. I don't even really like her like that. I think she's beautiful. I think she's a great artist, but she give fucked up attitude a little bit sometimes to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like all that much, but I could definitely see him. I can see him for what it's worth. The fuck? She ain't on no pedestal, but I'm not about to put him on one either. The fuck? Moving along. Girl, what else? What else I want to talk about? Hold up. Oh, Sky's baby daddy, because we talking about baby daddies. Girl, did y'all see this? Did y'all see this? Sky Jackson's boyfriend, DeAndre Bergen, also known as Yerky, was arrested for violating his parole. According to documents obtained by TMZ, Bergen was apprehended Wednesday afternoon in Cincinnati, Ohio, after an encounter with the police. DDG, you want to be this nigga? He ain't a deadbeat yet, but this is not looking good. You want to be this nigga? The report states that officers attempted to arrest Bergen based on a warrant for a juvenile parole violation. However, when confronted by the police, Bergen ran away, which caused them to fall and sustain a minor injury. This arrest follows recent news of Sky's pregnancy. Why does my head need to be pushed against the cement? They really be doing too fucking much. He better have killed somebody. Now y'all about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck off me, nigga. You're doing too much. And that's what she pregnant by. That's interesting, girl. That's very, very interesting. Do I have another one about that? I want to see if I got another post about that. But that's who DDG want to be? Why would you want to be him? Why would you want to be that nigga? Girl, social media is expressing concern over Sky Jackson child's fault at the more detailed. Girl, we read this yesterday. Who that was? Crystal Crave read him the fuck down. It was hilarious. Rich and violent. In the woods with pants that don't fit. Yikes. Well, Sky Jackson, good luck. They were saying Sky Jackson is a mean girl. This is her fucking karma. I was just like, it may be, bitch. I don't even care. We just like to point out these patterns in the community, girl. And there's a pattern for successful Black women getting with degenerate ain't shit ass niggas, and everybody being like, stop, don't do it, and them doing it anyway, and then coming to us with the bullshit later on, like Holly and DDG. And he's not even a degenerate. He's just manipulative as fuck. Okay? Lord, that's it. I wouldn't want to be yerky. I wouldn't want to be that nigga. Well, congratulations, Sky Jackson. Your baby daddy's in prison. I hope everything's going well with you. Let's move on to Kim and Kanye. I want to talk about Kim and Kanye because I really, listen, I posted this on my page. And everybody's like, they was just talking, but they ain't know why I posted it. Some of y'all. I posted this, okay? Because listen, she's talking about I'm raising 4 kids by myself. It doesn't matter how much help I have. At the end of the day, I'm still raising 4 kids by myself, meaning like without their dad being active on an everyday basis. And all I said was, we see him with the naked lady more than the kids these days. So that's not a surprise. And then so many people wanted to tell me about how, Kanye bought a house across the street so he could be there for the kids. The oldest daughter say that she loved him more than Kim. Girl, I don't give a fuck what these kids talking about right now. I don't care what these kids. Of course you like the daddy that's almost never there. How many of y'all grew up liking a parent that was the fun parent? And somebody, you sound stupid. Bitch, you sound stupid. Just because you didn't like the fun parent don't mean most people don't like the fun parent. But I'm going to say this. A lot of y'all don't like Kim Kardashian. And I don't like her for one reason. I did not like the way she became famous for fucking somebody. And how she's able to usurp Black culture, use it, and then discard it. And then y'all uplift her for the shit that she stole from Black women. Yeah, that's the part of it I don't like. But essentially at this point, I feel like Kim works very hard in her sector. She's very rich. She has a good, a family dynamic. Her sisters, her mom, like everybody seems to be close knit. Whether we like them or not, they seem to be close knit. And another thing, this is not about her being with a Black man. A lot of y'all, same Black man. Yeah, we all know that they're going to get the same Black man, girl. That's not the point neither. The point is, this lady is telling y'all that even though she's rich, even though she has nannies, even though she has her family there, she is still a single mother. My point is the public service announcement that I made. Where's my shit? The public service announcement is being repeated. Do not have children if you are not prepared to take care of them on your own. If you have 5 kids in the bed with you and it's annoying you, Kim, you shouldn't have had 5 kids. Don't have children that you can't take care of on your own. Thank you. It doesn't matter whether you're rich. It doesn't matter whether you're poor, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money somebody has. Your kids want you. She has nannies. I'm sure she has so much help. Good for her. The fuck you got all that money for if you ain't got help? Look at Jazzy over there. Jazzy got a nigga at the house and she's still doing way more work than she should have to do with $1 million nigga putting pressure on her. Bitch. Okay, what are we talking about? My point is, no matter what, prepare to take care of them children by yourself. Have it in your mind. You might have to take care of your children by yourself. Not just because these niggas leave or because they have sexual assault cases pending. We'll get to that. But because sometimes they pass away before you. Sometimes you just can't count on men because men are fickle. It's just what it is. At large numbers, they're fickle. And even with nannies got to get off at some point. And kids only want their mama. So that's what I was just trying to tell y'all. That even with all of this money, this lady is still telling y'all, I'm still raising these kids by myself. So prepare for that, whether you are married or not. This lady married a rich man. She married a rich man, which by a lot of y'all's, understanding, that should have meant that she would never have to be a single mother. And this is my point, that no matter what, prepare to be a single mother. Those are your kids, bitch. If you don't want them for you, don't have them. Don't have kids for a man. So on Love and Marriage Detroit, them women on that show talking about how depressed and sad they are because they have to have another kid. Girl, you do not have to have another kid. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't have to have another kid. Talking about, I gotta have another kid because he want a boy. Man, you better tell that nigga, I'm not having no, if you really don't want to have any more children, I'm not having any more children. And if you feel like you want to have children that bad, go have them with another woman. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Yes, and get life insurance on your child's father. Absolutely. Please, ladies, do this. Pay the little $20 a month so that you could have some insurance on these fuck ass niggas if anything happens to them, because they don't take care of themselves all the time. Okay? So that was my only point in posting this. No matter who you are, how much money you have, married, single, prepare to take care of those children on your own. If you don't want to take care of them on your own, don't have them. That was my point. Okay? Y'all want to complain about, oh, she got help. Girl, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Okay? So when people wanted to argue about how Kanye is such a great dad, I'm like, so she's supposed to want her kids around this nigga? First of all, I think Kanye was stalking Kim when they first divorced. That having a house across the street, that wasn't about the kids. That was about watching her and knowing what she had going on. Then he proceeds to go and get with women that are literally her lookalikes. They're all her lookalikes. They're always seemingly sex doll-like, meaning they're being controlled by Kanye. That's why she's sitting on his lap with no bra on, assed out. Now, I'm not taking any of this away from Bianca, the naked lady. Bianca, I'm not taking anything away from her. You want to be there. Please don't get me wrong. You obviously want to be there. You obviously think it's worth it. Okay? That's fine. But Kanye is still the one that used to dress Kim until Kim left him, and then she could finally dress her fucking self and finally put something besides, nude tones and shit in her closet. He's always been extremely, I feel like, controlling. He was controlling of Kim when they were together, and that was cute when they was together. But I guess you grow up, you have 4 kids for a nigga, you realize, he is crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean, Trump supporter, Nazi, paraphernalia. The nigga is crazy. And you are a liability to her. Honestly, I feel like Kanye became a liability money-wise for Kim. Like, I can't be connected to you all the time because you might fuck with my money. Nigga, get away from me. Either way, y'all sitting up there talking about Kanye is a great dad. Mind you, if a woman was walking around like this, y'all would not call her a good mother. If a woman was walking around like this, and y'all can say what y'all want to say, but y'all ain't never seen Kim assed out on a daily basis like y'all see Bianca. Stop playing. And if Kim is assed out, Kim is assed out for a Skims ad. She assed out for some money. She not assed out just walking around. To be very clear, because a lot of y'all try to act like it was the same thing. It was not the same thing. This took it to a whole nother level. To me, his relationship with Bianca should let y'all know that something is really wrong with Kanye. And if I was Kim, I don't give a fuck if North love him or not. Talk to that nigga on the phone. You don't need to be over there with them. You don't need to be over there with him and Bianca and whatever the fuck they got going on. Because he can't even force her to put on no clothes when they out in public. And you want me to send my 4 kids over there? Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy the way y'all go up for these celebrity men, no matter how wild they are acting in public consistently. Y'all can't trust everything in the media. So you mean to tell me I can't trust this? I can't trust the visual of this man sitting there with this woman, always naked somewhere. He literally was getting his dick sucked by her on a boat. They knew paparazzi were there and he still did it. Yet y'all will find a way to make Kim seem like, oh, she had her kid around all these different men. To me, Kim seems way more stable than Kanye. She seems like a way more stable parent. And probably the only reason that she doesn't have to go back and forth with him as far as custody is concerned is because she has money. Because if she was just a regular woman who was with him and assumed wealth when she got with him, he probably would have took the kids from her and had the kids walking around with her in the naked bitch too. I'm sorry, y'all. When it comes to Kim and Kanye, I'm gonna be on Kim's side with this. I'm sorry. Y'all can hang it up. This we are no longer in, George Bush doesn't care about black people, Kanye. That's not where we're at with it anymore. Something is wrong with that nigga. Anyway, let's read what else is going on with Kanye, since y'all feel like he's such a stand-up parent that the kids need to be around and all of that. And another thing, I don't think her saying that she's raising them by herself was her necessarily saying, oh, I wish he was around in his current state. No, the nigga ain't safe. So no, I don't want him around. But I'm still kind of aggravated that I'm doing all of this shit by myself. Y'all don't understand that? They was really acting like, well, you crying wolf. Y'all don't know what crying wolf means. Crying wolf means I was crying saying that something was happening and it wasn't happening. That's not what she's doing. She's saying I'm raising these kids by myself, and she probably is. The fuck? Meaning he's not always around, and he shouldn't be. Because look at this nigga. What is wrong with y'all? Something is wrong with him. Kanye West's former project manager, Murphy Aficionado, has filed a lawsuit accusing the rapper of inappropriate behavior and creating a hostile work environment. The suit alleges that during a 2022 work meeting at a Beverly Hills hotel, West was shirtless, out of breath, and with his then girlfriend, Bianca Censori, who was topless, indicating they had just had sex. Aficionado claims West made anti-Semitic remarks, displayed a swastika emblazoned t-shirt, and showed him nude photos of Kim Kardashian. And y'all, I understand that but y'all know whatever nudes he had is nudes he shouldn't be showing nobody. The fuck wrong. In another instance, Aficionado alleges West and a well-known NFL player were in towels preparing for massages, followed by West engaging in sexual activity nearby. The lawsuit filed by attorney William Reed includes allegations of discrimination, hostile work environment, retaliation, and unpaid wages. This not the only person. Murphy ain't the only one. Okay? Murphy is not the only one accusing him. This is Bianca next to him. I don't know why they didn't put Murphy here instead of Bianca, but yeah, I think there might be another one in here somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, Kanye has another allegation out against him by the assistant that he didn't pay, who I think was fucking. So yeah, I feel like Kanye is inappropriate and out of pocket, and I don't know if he can really be trusted. Because this is how he acts in front of people he works with. This is how he acts in real life with people who he works around. And y'all think that he should, he's a great dad and we should just have him around I disagree. I think that he is getting worse and worse over time, child. And I feel like anything that Kim probably did to protect her children, to have them in a more stable environment, is probably more right than wrong. And y'all will never convince me otherwise, because he literally is out in public looking and acting a fucking fool enough for me to surmise he's not all right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into, y'all know what we're here for.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Okay. So apparently TMZ is doing a documentary on Diddy, and Stevie J has finally spoken. He's going to lie. So let's listen.
Affect the way or alter the way you look at Diddy?
Well, it really threw me for a loop because, as I've always stated, I always think about and talk about the things that I know to be true.
Why your hair that black? I can't trust nothing you saying based off the fact that if Shoe painted your fucking hair, Stevie J.
About Sean Combs. And, after I saw the video, I went and saw him in Miami and we had a conversation. And I let him know how affected I was by that. And, you know, I didn't know that he had that in him to do that.
My behavior.
You're a fucking liar. I'm going to stop it right there. You're a fucking liar, Stevie J. You're a fucking liar. Stevie J is the type of man that'll put his hands on a woman but get his ass beat by a man. That's the type of man Stevie J is. Jocelyn, Mimi, Eve. I always wondered, how did Eve's sex tape get released, Stevie? How did it get released? Eve, I appreciated Eve's book, but I also feel like a part of me, if she wasn't going to lay it out bare, I wish she would have just, you know, saved it for when she was ready to lay it bare. The book was still good for me. But when she specifically gets into the sex tape and the Stevie J situation, she doesn't want to really talk about it. And that's what makes me wonder who put her tape out, you bitch ass nigga. Because you were the one recording her. It was you, her, and another girl in the back of a limo. Your homeboy likes to record people while they have sex and while they're drugged. That was another thing. Eve looked drugged in that video as well. She didn't look sober. And this is something that your homeboy likes to do. Birds of a feather flock together. I am not believing anybody who wants to act like they never saw the bad side of Sean. Because we saw the bad side of Sean on Making a Band. The fuck are you talking about? Shut up. Shyne. What is Shyne talking about? Where is it at?
But for years, I was saying, you know, what a creep I thought he was and how he destroyed my life. And at one point, I thought he was the devil. But because of the power of Diddy, which is so...
Y'all have to realize the devil is not one entity. That's another thing. The devil is not just one entity, y'all. People can be the devil.
Loud as far as a pop culture icon, nobody listened. So I moved on and I pivoted my life to healing, to forgiveness, and to taking accountability for what I can control. And I can't control what someone did to me decades ago. I can't control them not wanting to pay reparations, not wanting to make right. You know, that people say, oh, Diddy gave me millions to go to jail. Nothing. Probably made two what I thought were offensive contributions over the last 20-something years, which led to a breakdown in the relations. But I moved on. So yes, was I the sacrificial lamb? Of course. Did I take the fall? Yes. But for years, I was saying, you know, what a creep I thought he was and how he destroyed my life. And at one point, I thought he was the devil.
Yeah, I mean, Shyne did say those things and nobody was listening. Y'all was giving a nigga awards and shit like that and giving him lifetime achievement awards when people were saying shit about him. That's why the whole industry is so weird. And y'all talk about it's not a hip hop. No, it's a problem for the world. It's an issue for the world, girl. Okay. In every entity, in every job, in every space where men are in charge, there is some type of weird ass malfeasance. Okay. Some weird ass shit going on. So Mr. Combs categorically denies Mr. Burrow's allegations, including any suggestion that he orchestrated Mr. Burrow to take spot. Yeah, okay, we know you're gonna deny, and we know you're lying. Like the lady said you shot her in the face the whole time. Like, to me, the thing that is really aggravating me so much about this era is what people have now started to do. When something is the truth, they will call it a lie and say that their version, their lie is the truth. It's the same thing. And I know we're not getting into politics, but the DEI initiatives, Trump, came out and talked about all of the things he wanted to do, getting rid of all the DEI initiatives. And now he's calling it discriminatory against white people for you to be forced, or not even really forced, but incentivized to make sure that somebody of another ethnicity who is equally, capable is in a job or a position. So now you're going to go you're going to give reparations to the white people that didn't get the job over the DEI hire. Is that what the idea is? Now, we know the reason why we had to do inclusion, affirmative action, is because people were being discriminated against. Y'all were not hiring people who did not look like you. You don't want to hire gay people. You don't want to hire Black people. You don't want to hire Latino people in certain roles. When it comes to corporate America, y'all don't want to bring any women up. Y'all don't want to bring any Black people up. You barely want to bring, other ethnicities of people up. You know what I'm saying? So they had to create DEI and affirmative action in order to force corporations that are innately racist to give opportunities to other people in this country. Now, Trump is saying that was discrimination. You see how he flipped it? Yeah, that is going to aggravate the fuck out of me moving forward. Pray for me. So let's go ahead and get into the Ray J. So y'all know Ray J apparently did an interview with Dr. Jamal Bryant, and then he came out and said that Dr. Jamal Bryant, is he a doctor? No, Pastor Jamal Bryant. I'm saying doctor because of Shyne Bryant, child. Anyway, Jamal, he said he was going to snatch him off the pulpit if the interview came out because he, I guess, incriminated himself during the interview, and he threatened Jamal. Jamal said, we already said we were going to edit certain things out, so we don't know what the brother is talking about. At first, it sounded like they were saying the interview wasn't going to come out, but most of us kind of recognize that Ray J is a master manipulator. Anytime he makes a big whoop about something, it's so that you can go and watch it, right? So let's hear what Jamal said, and then we'll move on to a clip from the interview that came out.
Final question. You got threatened.
Yes.
Sure.
Stop.
Yes.
I got threatened.
Yes.
Not by white supremacists.
Yes.
Not by the Klan. Suge Knight is in jail. Who did I get threatened by?
By an R&B singer.
Not Brandy's brother.
Yes, Brandy's little brother.
That's all we
gotta put the Lil in there. Brandy's little brother.
When you woke up,
yes,
because I'm sure, like most of us, you hit the alarm, or you get up, or you Miss Carrie nudges you.
Yes,
and you saw your phone.
Well, he prayed.
Or after you put the feet. Well, he always does that.
First.
But I'm just saying, when he looked at the phone and you saw all of what went through your head?
So I'm walking on the belt line.
Okay,
I'm walking on the true story. I'm walking on the belt line. And people are passing me on the belt line saying, "Are you okay?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." Somebody else passed me like, "Man, keep your head up."
Wait,
so I was like,
I'm just walking on the belt line. I'm fine.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking people are just greeting me.
Right.
I get to the end, and this guy I don't know says, "Man, I guess you won't be going to the West Coast for a while." I said, "I just came from the West Coast."
Right.
So he said, no, with the beef with you and Ray J. So I said, no, I don't have no beef with Ray J. I was just with him last week.
Right.
So he says, no, he's threatening you online. I have no idea what you were talking about.
Right.
So a pedestrian on the belt line pulled up their phone and showed it to me. That's
how you found out about
it. Yeah.
The belt line at the airport.
Saw what he was saying.
I was in shock.
Okay. What is it that, I know you said you were going to stick to the code and the parts, it was a safe space. He said, I thought this was a safe space. And if you air the interview in its entirety, there's going to be problems.
Yes. Right. So a week ago, I'm in LA and I bring him on to record the podcast. In the middle of the podcast, he says something that I believe he says something.
Right.
That his lawyers came on the set of us shooting, saying that this is broaching something that has legal ramifications.
Okay.
I then say, in the middle, said, "Hey, man, this is a live to cut podcast. I don't do editing."
Right.
But this is my guy.
Right.
And I don't want him to have to pay money. I don't want to be liable. I tell you what, I'm going to edit this part.
The walking trail. Okay.
But anything else?
Not the airport. It's the walking trail, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's huge, right? The belt line goes like all through Atlanta. Yeah. Okay.
He says,
right.
We gone.
Because he's been warned by his lawyers.
Right.
Already.
Yes.
He knows that.
Yes.
Okay.
We go on and record. At the end, Ryan, of us recording, he's like, man, I really needed this. I'm going to come back to church. I've been out of church for a long time. I need to get right with God. I want to do a part 2. I said, oh, that'd be great.
Right.
So I said, listeners, you all heard it here first. Ray J wants to do a part 2. We're going to bring him back next year.
Mm-hmm.
He says, no, I want to do a part 2 before Christmas.
Okay.
Bet.
Yeah.
We hug it up, dap it up.
Yeah.
Go our way.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. A week later, I'm like 50 cents with Floyd Mayweather. I woke up. What did I do?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm like,
When is it going? When is it going to air?
When we gonna see it?
So, I don't know.
Okay.
When we took a break, you said that you really need to think through things because there was a moment in your own life that you thought about suicide. Tell me what was going on. Is that when you were on the roof in Mexico?
That was when I was on the roof. And that was, I thought about suicide a lot, but that was when I attempted it. And I really didn't want to do it, but I really did want to do it. Because it's like when you have a bad dream and then you think it's real, it feels real.
Yeah.
And then you wake up, I be feeling like that life really happened. And so whatever dimension I popped into is where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So I had a bad dream last night. So I'm here now with you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I be feeling that way. I've died in my dreams before, or I was supposed to die and didn't, like fell off a building, like literally hit the ground and still somehow got up. Yeah. No, I've definitely felt like certain dreams or just me being in a different dimension, especially if it's a place I've been to before. I'll sometimes go back to the same places in dreams. So yeah, no, it's just somehow. I think like that too sometimes. Me and Ray J crazy.
I think what happened last night in my mind happened. So if they having a funeral for me in the other dimension, they probably are.
No, you're going to live. You got years to go.
I'm living here.
Yes.
How do you know if every day you don't ever live forever?
Right.
You just keep skipping the different dimensions. I'm going to talk high talk.
Now he's not making any sense.
But that's how I be feeling.
He's not making any sense right now. But yeah.
I wanted the interview to go a different way. I didn't know how the interview was going to go, but when you said you with the shit in the beginning, it just hurting.
Yeah.
It did because it's like, damn, man, like I cannot get away from it. So it's like, since I can't get away from it, why not just jump into it?
Yeah. It's the bravery of your truth, and truth sayers always.
I hate this. I hate this happening right now because you could tell Jamal is trying to have like a sincere moment talking to a black man about mental health, and he's talking about jumping in and out of dimensions. He's making it a mockery.
I'm a liar.
No, you speaking truth today.
No, because I might not be able to put this up. I'm still a liar.
Yeah.
I've lied about my whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm a liar.
We know.
Unless I say, these people did this to me. They're very bad people, and they've been controlling me this whole time. Just like the National Syndicate and all this. They'll come kill me, bro. They'll kill me for this. Literally murder me. I'll be like, tomorrow you'll be like, yeah, Ray J overdosed from some fentanyl that he did. It's like, damn, Ray J was a drug addict. He died. That ain't really right.
Right.
They killed me.
I'm praying.
Is he trying to martyr himself?
For your protection. Do you?
I need to be in the pastor protection program.
Nah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I'm pulling out the ushers right now. I don't know if we're going to find it. You're too valuable to God and too valuable to your family.
We got to get it in the church.
Oh, no.
You know, the PPP.
Making a complete mockery of it. Do y'all see? Like, I cannot. Let me go see if there was some other clips put out. Because, y'all, I cannot with Ray J. I cannot. Okay, so there were no other clips put out. All right, so I'm not about to go. I need clips to get put out because I'm not about to go watch this whole thing. Because if all he gonna do is act a fucking fool the whole time, girl. But I also feel like it's all performance, right? He's performing, but Jamal is performing too. Like, a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but a lot of these religious leaders are performance artists. They're performing. They might tell you something that they feel has some truth to it and all of that, but it's merely a performance. And Ray J comes there and does, I think, what he thinks they're doing. We're all going to just be performing and faking and fucking fronting and shit. But either way, y'all, check on your strong friends, Something wrong, Ray J. I'm just something wrong, Ray J. And we just gonna watch. That's all I want to do. I'm just gonna watch, y'all. I'm gonna watch and see how everything plays out. But thank y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, wrong one. Thank y'all for coming through today. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know, if you got a little extra, you can go ahead and put it in a massage fund, girl. I'll see y'all in the next one.
Anywhere you go,